What kind of kitten does this? I picked it up in order to show it to you guys, and it immediately just fell asleep. I mean, this kitten just doesn't care. It just doesn't care at all. And I can shake it, I can wobble it, it's still asleep, it's not going to wake up. Meanwhile, oh, never mind. We got movement, we got activity. Is it going to be displeased? Not really. It's too bored even to meow. It just tells me like, hey, put the finger down. I need to sleep. I need my pillow. Jesus. All right, you know what? I'll set you down so I can make the video. Yeah, at this point, like this kitten, it doesn't even meow when I pick it up. This is what we call in Romania like a boss. Okay, so they're over 2 weeks old now, and they not only start to look like proper cats, but they also start to be able to walk. Although very, very difficultly, like they're more like crawling, but you can see the hind legs also moving as they're walking. And by this age, they also respond to various sounds. So if you walk in the room and you make noise, like the kittens are going to wake up. And you'll notice that they're also a lot more awake. Up until now, they would just wake up when they wanted to eat, and then they would go to sleep. But now, like you see, this little guy, right? He's not eating, but he's also awake, and they're starting to get a little bit curious. Like they're going to explore the habitat a little bit more. Um, they're going to become proper cats once they actually jump out of this. So once they jump out of this, they're going to become the type of energetic kittens that people know and love, and they're going to start playing around and doing all sorts of crazy things. But up until then, they're most likely just going to walk around the enclosure and try to explore a little bit. They have favorite napping positions. They're going to choose their favorite spots. And yeah, I mean, this is the time when they become a little bit more active, and they're a little bit more fun to watch. Now, some of you guys have asked me, why don't I use he, she when I talk about the kittens? Why do I call them it? And okay, first of all, my mastery of the English language tells me that it is the proper pronoun. So I'm not misgendering any cat here. Uh, you're supposed to say it when talking about a thing or an animal, right? So table is it, bring the table, right? It, bring it here. And the same with the animals. The other reason that I don't use the proper pronouns is due to the fact that I don't want to get attached. I don't want to get attached because I'm going to donate all these little kittens, and if I name them, or if I start giving the correct pronouns, I'm going to get attached, and I don't want that. And finally, I legitimately didn't know the gender. Okay, not because they haven't told me how they identify as, but due to the fact that when they're very young, even veterinarians can make mistakes. And now I know. This mother, as we would call her in the Soviet Union, is a patriotic mother, because she gave birth to 5 little male kittens. Right? She birthed soldiers. Like, this is an army. She's breeding an army. Did it actually bit me? Dude, no. Don't. Just the evil cat. Look at it. It's trying very, very poorly with its little reflexes to catch me. Right. So you will notice that at this age, they have kind of uncoordinated reflexes, and they want to do cat things, but they can't really, because like right now, it wants to groom itself, and you're going to see that it's got like these very uncoordinated movements. I saw one trying to use its hind leg to scratch itself and just like pawed at the air, because they can't do that. Here you can have like this little kitten, and like before suckling, was trying to groom itself. So they're starting to act like cats, but their bodies aren't fully developed, so they don't have these elaborate movements yet. And you're going to see them struggling when they're walking, and when, like, sometimes you'll notice that they want to play, but like trying to grab your finger, but they're very inaccurate at doing so. And I also expect, like, during this week, we're going to see the first baby teeth. Now, the first baby teeth, they're not actually used for eating food. They're more likely used for grooming. And this is a very important period when the cats learn how to groom themselves. Now, what you can do if you don't have a mother, so let's just say, oh my God, look, like this guy is pawing at me. What you can do if you're trying to raise a kitten without a mother, like let's say you found one on the street and you want to give it a little bit of an affection and make sure that it doesn't die, and you're feeding it bottle, well, you should get a toothbrush when they're about this age, and you should start slowly combing them with the toothbrush so that they learn how to groom themselves. This is very, very important for cats. And again, you can see, like, this little guy was trying to groom one of his friends. And they also, like, try to play with each other. Like, I noticed that they will try to just pounce. Well, it's not really a pounce, but it's more like move over to another cat and pretend to bite it. They really, like, have, like, these instincts on what they're supposed to do. But again, like, look, see, it tried to bit me. Like, it's got the instincts of what it's supposed to do, but it just can't do it properly because it's lacking the motor skills, and it's also lacking the teeth and whatever. Yeah. The cat, I guess, like, has gone through a lot. She lost a lot of weight. She is a little bit dehydrated. I'm trying to bring her food here more often than not, but it's not a good idea to just bring her the food here because then she just will stay in the same spot for way too long. And it's important for the cat to get a little bit of activities. But because she had such a big litter, 5 kittens is kind of a lot. Um, she is now having difficulty caring for them all because they suck her all the time, like this little suction cup, and yeah, she's lost a lot of weight, but also got a little bit dehydrated. But it's nothing to worry about. I mean, it's still in the parameters. It's just that I'm not used to seeing my cat, which looked very well fed and very properly nurtured, being so skinny and having all these difficulties. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. I expect that next week I'll show you how they actually play around, and they might potentially even leave the enclosure. And that's pretty much it for today. Do share this video if you like it, because whenever I upload one of these videos, I usually get, like, people either liking it or disliking it. So I get, like, very few people that watch it, but a lot of people that doesn't like the fact that I keep uploading cat videos. So I only upload them for I guess, like, you guys, the vocal minority. Also, you'll notice that the female cat, the queen, that's the technological term, is going to abandon them more in order to try to get them to be more independent. So they need to get used to being around without the mother, but she's not going to go far away. Like, she's still there. If I get one of these little guys to meow, she's going to rush in immediately and see what the problem is. So this is, like, perfectly normal behavior, and it usually starts around the second to the third week. At first, like, she's going to leave the nest a little bit, and then she's going to leave it more and more in order to encourage them. And here you go, like, this little guy is walking. Right? You can see he's walking like a champion, and they can also keep their heads up a little bit. Before now, they could just crawl, and you would notice that the feet would just drag on the ground. But now they're able to fully crawl, and they're also able to keep their head up. So that's really good progress. And as I mentioned, like, they have their own favorite sleeping spots. Yeah. One more piece of advice. From now on, when I'll have kittens, I'll avoid using these types of blankets because I realized I risked like having a kitten fall through one of the folds or go under the blanket, and then it's actually very difficult to realize that one kitten is missing, and they can't regulate their body temperature yet, and it's very dangerous for a kitten to be alone at this age or previously. So I'll just use some other material. Right, let me know what you think. Do share this video around if you find it enjoyable, and I'll see you guys in the comment section. Take care.